Guten Morgen everyone, today we are baking pizza. I've done many kinds of pizza here in the channel, Neapolitan pizza, Roman pizza and many other types of pizza. Today I'm going to make a soft and crunchy pizza. You can call it maybe New York style, Connecticut style, I don't know, many other countries make this kind of pizza, but the secret to make this crunchy and soft at the same time pizza is to pre-bake the pizza. So I'm going to stretch a pizza, I'm going to take it into the oven, pre-bake it for around 5-6 minutes, then bring it back and then put all these incredible ingredients on top of it and finish the pizza. So here I have a dough which is completely fermented, ready to be stretched. This beautiful pizza is 1 kilo pizza, what you have here. I will show you later how to make this dough. It was made with Biga. If you know what is Biga, it's a pre-ferment that gives the dough a lot of lightness and makes it really crispy at the same time and really tasty. So this is done with Biga. Stay because I'm going to show you how to make it. And so let's start stretching the dough because this is what I'm going to do now. While we bake it or pre-bake it, I'll do the dough for you. I'll show you. Okay, so we have 1 kilo dough. Think that regular pizza is around 300 grams. So here I have 3 times this, the weight of that pizza. So it's going to be kind of huge. I said that it's going to be New York style, maybe because of the ingredients that I'm going to use and the size of this pizza. So you can use a rolling pin if you want to stretch it, but since I am working with Biga, I want to keep it a little bit like artisan style, stretch with my own hands to keep all the air inside the crust of this pizza, which is going to be huge. So let me stretch it carefully. Always when you work with dough, you need to let it get to room temperature when working because it's easier to stretch it. This dough has been cold fermenting for around 1 day, 24 hours in the fridge. So when you do that, that's key to get an airy and open, crusty, crunchy, and airy and light and tasty pizza. I recommend you to do some cold fermentation, overnight fermentation. So at the time you want to stretch the dough, you need to remove it from the fridge 1 hour before stretching. Another important thing is the kind of flour that I am using. I'm using this Italian Le Cinque Stagioni, which is for pizza napolitana, meant for pizza napolitana, although today I'm making another style, New York style or Boston style or whatever style I'm making today, this crunchy pizza. But the good thing about this kind of flour is that they use soft wheat. The soft wheat is easier to be stretched, so that's why it's easier to make pizza. If you use strong wheat with a lot of protein, sometimes it's harder to stretch the pizza. So if you use this kind of flour, you get a very easy to stretch pizza dough. Good. So here is, I think I have it quite almost ready. And here I have my peel, which is some kind of a peel that I've invented with some parchment paper. So I'm going to put some semolina here so I can put it there. And now I finish stretching the dough. So with this, I'm going to take the dough to the oven and then bring it back to finish it. Okay, let me stretch the final things. So that's what I'm looking for. This kind of crust, more artisan crust, stretched by hand, not with a rolling pin. It's okay to use a rolling pin, although if a Neapolitan pizzaiolo sees you stretching this pizza, is going to say something, so better to stretch it with your hands. So there it is. Almost ready. Final adjustments. Good size. At the same time, I don't want to be too thin. If it's too thin, I won't get that air that I want. So, pizza ready, and now the only ingredient that I'm going to use on the pre-baking is the tomato sauce, which is San Marzano tomato sauce, crushed tomato sauce in a can. So I put some tomato sauce on top of the pizza. And this is going to be the only ingredient that I'm going to use right now on the pre-baking. With this pre-baking method, what we get is a crispier pizza, crunchier pizza, because we remove all the moisture of the pizza and the sauce in this pre-baking, and then we bake it again and get this crispy texture that I'm looking for. That's why we do this twice baking of the pizza, right? Some more tomato here. And that's all. Salt. This is only just crushed tomatoes, no salt, no condiments, nothing, just salt. There. Good, a little bit more. And something else that I need to get ready prior the final baking is one of the ingredients that I'm going to use. Chorizo, which is also Italian sausage, that I'm going to cook in the oven while I cook the pizza. So this is a raw, this is done with pork meat, which is raw, so I'm going to use it I'm going to bake it in the oven, so when I put it on the pizza, it's not raw, it's already cooked. Good. You can use Italian sausage or any kind of sausage if you want, or you can use another thing if you want. But this sausage is going to give a special touch to the pizza. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to take the pizza and the chorizo at the same time. So there it is. So let's go to the oven and take this to pre-bake. Wow, here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Wow, it's huge. This pizza is huge. Here I go. Follow me. So here is my oven, which is preheated at a really high temperature, around 300 degrees Celsius, which is a lot. It's not as hot as a Neapolitan oven. When you bake at a Neapolitan oven, is 450 degrees Celsius, which is a lot. This kind of temperature, which is really hot for an oven, for a home oven, it's really hot. It's going to make the pizza crispier. It's more like a Roman style oven today. And I have a stone there. This oven, I also use it for to bake bread. So we have this stone, which is preheated too, and it's going to give this texture that I'm looking for. So here it goes, the pizza, using the parchment paper, and it's ready. It's going to be there for 6. Oh, the chorizo. Yes, thank you. Okay, so I put the chorizo too at the same time there. I'll give it 6 minutes until it's ready. So now let's go back to the lab and continue with the dough. As I said, I'm going to show you how to make this dough. So here we are. Let me put this there. I'm going to do it with a mixer today, but of course you can use your hands or whatever you want to. So, as I said, I'm going to use this. Of course you can do it with your hands, but the secret of the heart of this recipe is the Biga. Here's the Biga, take a look at it. Wow, it smells incredible. The secret of this dough is the Biga, which is a pre-ferment. It's done with a little part of the flour, of the whole flour that I'm going to use in the recipe, half of the water, and a little bit of yeast. So I mix this the day before the final dough that I'm going to do, and this is going to give the dough a lot of air, tasty. It's going to make it more tastier, with better crumb. So it's all benefits. That's why I like to use this kind of pre-ferment. There are many other pre-ferments like Polish, for example, which come from Poland. That's most used with baguettes. But if you're talking about Italian pizza, the Biga is okay. I also use sometimes sourdough. Of course, there's my sourdough masterclass of bread, that if you want to learn more about sourdough, which is kind of my specialty, here's the link for you to check it online and start knowing learning a lot about sourdough. But today I'm making pizza with Biga. So this is a Biga, which is the heart, as I said, of the pizza. Take a look at it. It's a dry dough. It has 1 part of flour and half part of water, and it's all air and tastiness. So this is going to give the dough, the pizza dough, its characteristics that I'm looking for. Excellent. So to prepare a biga, it's really easy. But first, let me show you the formula. So here is the formula. Remember that you can upload or add this formula to my app, which is free for Android and iPhone. You download it from the market and install my app, Gluten Morgan's Baker's Percentage, and then you add this recipe to it, okay? So let's talk about the biga. Here I have all the ingredients that I need. This is the biga ingredients, which is mostly flour, water, and yeast. And here I have and salt in the final mix. Here are the ingredients of the final, of the refreshment. So to make a biga, this is really, really simple. Okay, here it is. Here I have this bowl in which I'm going to add the flour. I need to pay attention to the oven. In any minute, it's going to ring the bell, and I have to go there to check the pizza. So here I have the flour, and I'm gonna put a little bit of yeast, fresh yeast. If you want, you can use instant yeast too, there's no problem. And here goes the water. So I have 1 part of flour, half part of water there. Remember that you've seen the formula, so everything is calculated. So there it is, and now I just mix it like this. There's no need to knead or nothing, put in the mixer, just in a case like this, in a box like this, and you mix it like this, and it's finished. Take a look at it. This is a biga, and this is a biga already fermented. This is going to stay at room temperature, maybe in your kitchen if you want. It doesn't have to be too hot or too cold, just medium temperature, it's okay. So you need to leave this from maybe overnight, it's okay. 24 hours, okay. 18 hours, okay. Overnight is okay. The secret is to make this biga prior the final mix. So this is a secret for an excellent and also healthy pizza. So I'll put the pieces of the biga then in the mixer like this. Put the pieces so it's easier for the machine to start mixing. Although if you do this by hand, it's the same thing. Add maybe some little water to the biga first so you can dissolve this thing and you don't get those crumbs or chunks in the dough. Here, more pieces. Whoop. And there it goes, the biga. Excellent. This recipe has 50% biga. So that means that 50% of the flour, of the total flour of the recipe, is in the biga. But sometimes I use more or less, but 50 is okay. Remember that I've been using this flour, which helps a lot with this formula. So I have the biga. I'll add just a little bit more of yeast. That's optional, it's not necessary. And also I will add a little bit of flour of the final recipe. Okay, I still have the water and the salt. So now I'm going to put the bowl in the mixer, and I'll use the paddle. I rather prefer using the paddle rather than the hook. But if you use a hook, it's okay. Good. And now let's start the machine slowly at first. There it goes. Really slowly. Oh! The alarm is ringing. Time to go. So, okay, I'll leave this working here. I'll add just a little bit of water. Okay, and let's go to the oven because the bell is ringing. Stay here. While it mixes, I go to the oven to get the pizza pre-baked. Wow, looking gorgeous. I can see it from here. Come. Ooh. Okay, good. Ooh, excellent. Take a look at this. Let me turn on the light. So first, the chorizo out. Wow, perfect. Perfectly cooked. And now I need to take the pizza out of the oven. It looks beautiful. Okay, I'll use this peel. And here it comes. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful pizza. The chorizo. And here we go again. Back to the oven. Back to the lab, sorry. Good. And here's the pizza and the chorizo. Take a look at it. Wow. Okay. The machine is calling me. There it is. It needs more water. So, you need to add the water slowly. The name of this is called in French bassinage. The bassinage means to add the water really slowly. Look at the steam that's coming out of the pizza. Beautiful. So it's pre-baked. It's looking good. Take a look at the base. It's crunchy, but we need still to finish with all the ingredients. So I'll put it here in the back while we finish the dough. Good, looking good. So now I need to add the rest of the flour slowly. And I'll add the water slowly. I still have all this water left and the salt. Coming out good. Great. So, I would like to see in comments, or write in comments, what kind of pizza do you prefer if you have already done this kind of pizza? If you use Biga, or you use Polish, or you just use sourdough maybe, or maybe yeast. You made it direct without making the fermentation too long. The secret for this kind of pizza, for every dough, I mean not only pizza, I'm talking about bread too, is time. Time is another ingredient. Let me put the rest of the water. Time, I think, is a fourth ingredient on the recipe, because time is what gives the dough its taste, makes it tastier, lighter, as I said, healthier, because remember that the starches are being eaten by the yeast. So the yeast eat the starches, which is not the best. These are the sugars of flour. So if you let the dough ferment for longer, you'll get healthier doughs. That's why I prefer to do long fermentations or cold fermentations, right? So now it's time to add the salt to it. Last ingredient. And the dough will be ready in a few seconds. Let me put the chorizo back here. And I want you to take a look at all the ingredients that I have today for the pizza. Well, we started with the tomato sauce. As I said, this is San Marzano sauce, and has nothing, no condiments, nothing, neither salt, just tomatoes. Mozzarella. This mozzarella is low moisture mozzarella. It's not the Italian one that comes in water, the fior di latte or bufala. It's just regular mozzarella bought at the supermarket. Then we have the chorizo, the sausage, the Italian sausage here, some peppers. I have some peppers, mushrooms, or just like this one, some red onion, pepperoni. Of course, you can. If you're making pizza, always you need some pepperoni. Some. This is Canadian bacon. Yes, it's a smoked Canadian bacon. And here is the cooked chorizo. Some Parmesan cheese that I have here. Whoa. Let me check if it's okay. Oh, it's good. Some salt, olive oil, basil, pepper. I think we're done. So, the dough is ready. Good. Let me put it on the counter. That cheese, it's perfect. I love Parmesan cheese. Good. With my machine. And now I put the dough on the benchmark. This dough, since we are going to ferment it for a long time, minimum overnight, the dough is going to develop all its flavors, and it's going to finish developing also the gluten network slowly during the fermentation. So there's no need to mix it that much. Just a little bit and it's done. So, put here on the counter this. There it is. And as my friend Richard Bertinet does, I'll show you how he does this, stretching and folding. And talking about stretching and folding, there's also another masterclass that I did with him in England, in his kitchen. With Richard Bertinet, we've done a beautiful bread masterclass. He makes the sweet dough, and with that he made croissant, baguette, brie in brioche, and many other delicious things there. And I also did some sourdough bread. So if you want, here's also the link for you to start learning this, which was a beautiful masterclass of bread done in Bath in England, in his kitchen. Okay, so I have this ready, and now, as you can see, it's really easy to do. This is 1 kilo dough, the same dough which I stretch it and make this gorgeous pizza. So now, as you finish, then I put a few drops of olive oil on the bowl, and now put this dough here. So that's all that you have to do. Now I'll close it with this shower cap that I don't use and cover it. So this, I should take this to the fridge until tomorrow. And prior I start stretching the dough, remember to take it out of the fridge 1 hour before start stretching, so you can stretch it easier, because if it's too cold, it's going to be complicated. So dough ready, no much secrets on this. So let's start finishing the pizza. Wow, it's gorgeous. So it is still pre-baked, not yet. At this point, if you want, you can perfectly freeze this pizza if you want. You can freeze it perfectly now if you would like to, and then you'll have it for another moment. Let me see the pizza base. It's okay, not yet golden brown as I want, but it's looking good, kind of good. So now let's finish it. I'll put just a little bit more of tomato sauce here in this part, which has evaporated that much, but it's good. Just a little bit more, because tomato sauce is the secret of a good pizza. Good, tomato sauce there. So here I go with the cheese. First of all, now let's go with the cheese. I also do this to add the cheese on the second instance, on the second part of the baking, because I don't want it to burn that much in the oven. Some people like to get it more golden brown, but sometimes you want to keep it a little bit more white, not that melted. So that depends on you, how would you like to. But baking twice makes this crunchier pizza that I'm looking for today. I also love the other kind of styles, as I said, like the Napolitan pizza, which is more like the Italians say morbida, which folds a little bit. It's more foldable, that pizza, and this one is crispier and crunchier. Good. So let's go with the chorizo. What do you think about sausage? Italian sausage. There. Oof, this is going to be incredible. Okay, more sausage there and here. I'll use it all. Okay. Here it goes. Done. What else? I need to cut a few things, a few vegetables. So here I have red pepper that I'm going to cut a few slices. We're looking for taste and color too. That makes a pizza beautiful. Here, there, red pepper. Of course, you can use some spicy pepper if you want to. This one is not spicy, just a normal one. Now green pepper. Let's see there. And this one go here, like this. One more. This one goes here. Perfect. Some mushrooms. Champignon de Paris. I took everything from my backyard. No? Oh. Maybe the basil, yes, it's from my backyard. Good. Okay, here another champignon. I really love champignon. Good. Okay, and oh, yes, onion. Red onion. If you want red onion, or maybe regular onion, but onion is okay. Not too much, just a little. Some onion there. Here, there. I'm looking for colors. That's what I'm looking for. Colors are everything, because first you eat by with your eyes, then with your belly. At the beginning, you eat with your eyes. Okay, now comes my favorite, pepperoni. So here I put some pepperoni. We already have the chorizo there, or the sausage, Italian sausage. More pepperoni. The pepperoni, yeah, it's key to put it on the second half of the bacon, otherwise you'll get it all burnt, so that's okay to put now. More pepperoni. I think we're okay now, right? Well, the last one, there's. And this one, under the pepper. And another ingredient, the Canadian bacon. Just a slice, and I'll make a few cubes. Oof, this is going to be incredible. Okay, more of this Canadian bacon. If you're in Canada, please let me know if this looks like Canadian bacon, okay? I bought it. They told me that it was Canadian bacon. So, what else? Cheese. More cheese. Some more mozzarella, just a little bit there. Make it with more cheese. In this kind of pizza, cheese is always welcome. More cheese. There. Little bit here. Okay, I think we're done. One more thing. Tomato sauce. Just a few drops more of tomato sauce, because it's good. And finally, the Parmigiano. Whoa. And Parmigiano here. And I will put some more Parmigiano when it comes out of the oven. Perfecto. Okay, I think we're done. Let's go. Wow, let's go back to the oven. Woohoo! Here I go. Follow me to the oven. There it goes. And may the gluten be with you. I'll see you in around 6 more minutes. Woo! Okay, time to take the pizza out of the oven. Wow, take a look at this. Wow, it's huge. Wow. Let's go back to the lab. Woo! This pizza looks amazing. Take a look at it. Wow. Hear this. Wow, it's really hot. Okay, final touches. Some basil leaves from my backyard. There. It's okay. And more Parmesan cheese. Here. Wow, amazing. I could be doing this the whole day. It looks gorgeous. What do you think? Take a look at it. Let's check the bottom. Oh. Wow. Super crispy, as I said. Crunchy, crispy at the same time. Great. Wow. And the smell, incredible. So I think it's time to slice it but it's going to be a little bit hot. But here I go. The pizza wheel, here I go. Oh, it's super crunchy. Beautiful pizza. Wow. And the last one. Woo. The cheese is melting, incredible. There. Wow. And now, which slice should I pick? Put this like here. I like this one or this one. Oof. Wow, this is amazing. Let me put it first on a small. What do you think about this? Now. It's incredible. Look at all the air that we have here in the crust. That's the secret of the Biga. Wow. Beautiful slice, right? I think I need to take a picture for the cover of this video at the same time. We're making a video at the same time, the cover. Okay, with this. Okay, take a picture of me too, please. Thank you, like this. Okay, good. Looking good picture. Okay, so time to try it, right? I know it's going to be a little bit hot, but let me first try. Oh, take a look at this. Isn't this crispy? And it's really, really, it's not falling like the Neapolitan, as I said. So let's try the crust first. Whoa. Soft and crunchy. Yeah, incredible. I like it. That's the Biga. The Biga did all this. It's really tasty. You can eat only the crust, and it's going to be an excellent experience. So, let me dig in here with the mushroom and some pepperoni. Wow. See you. Excellent pizza. Excellent pizza. Really tasty. Of course, if you let it cool down a little bit, it's going to be tastier. But, you know, when you're recording a video, you need to do this. Let me try one more bite here. Excellent. So, thank you for joining me again on this video. Write me in comments whatever you think about this new recipe. What kind of pizza is the best that you bake at home, which is your favorite one. And remember to always try to bake or to start with the dough one day before to give it more time to dough and make easier, crunchier, and tastier pizza dough. See you on the next video. May the gluten be with you. And take this. Oh, this is incredible.